and in the meantime we'll go to Senator Hughes.
Thank you, Madam Acting Deputy President. And I just rise today briefly to acknowledge the people of Afghanistan as they're faced with the return of the Taliban, as the clock looks like it's about to turn back in time, particularly with regards to the women and children and the dreadful treatment that was inflicted by them, the treatment that was inflicted upon so many Afghani people and unfortunately looks set to recommence. But I really wanted to particularly speak to our troops, the men and women who served over the past 20 years whilst the war has raged. And it's thanks to these incredibly brave men and women that Afghanistan now has a generation of women who've been allowed to flourish, to be educated, to pursue careers and to live in relative freedom. And it's because of the work that you did. A generation of children weren't abused nor subjugated to child marriage. Young girls were allowed to attend school. They weren't hidden under a burqa, nor married off in their teen years, or in some dreadful circumstances, even younger. To the 41 Australians who made the ultimate sacrifice in serving your country, our deepest thoughts and gratitude goes to you and your families. You will never be forgotten. I also wanted to take the chance to acknowledge some of my friends that served, who did multiple tours, and who I know are amongst so many of the 39,000 Australians who served that are feeling particularly vulnerable at the moment. To my friend who served for 9 months in Afghanistan, who got off the plane, no one there to greet him, no one to shake his hand, no one to thank him for his service, for him to walk out of the airport and get in a cab to go home. To those who recently returned, who've done multiple tours over not only to Afghanistan but to other theatres in the Middle East, who were too junior to really influence strategy, but had enough experience on the ground over those 20 years to see where some of the strategic failures were playing out. To those who experienced a decline in mental health, some to the point that it made them consider suicide, and unfortunately, with far too many having successful attempts. Please know that all of you are seen, that you're appreciated, and all Australians, we are proud of you and thank you for your service. Your efforts were not in vain, and as I said earlier, you have influenced and saved a generation of Afghanis who will never forget your help. To with you, with me, Soldier On, the Veteran Support Force, amongst other organisations, thank you for your continuing efforts. All of those organisations are led by people who not only know firsthand what it means to serve, but also the challenges of re-entry into civilian life. So to all Australians who've served and to those who are continuing to serve, thank you for your service. Hold your head up high and be proud of what you achieved.